This is Bucks County Community College, Political Science 120, American State and Local Government. This is question time for October the 5th, 2010. I'm John Deal, the instructor, and we have a couple questions to deal with this week that I thought we would send off to everybody in the class to have food for thought. Vince had a really interesting question. He wanted to know some of the worst state legislatures and state governments in the country, if I could identify what they might be. You know, it depends on what you're looking at and what you want to take a consideration of is how well are the policies in the state working? You know, do they come up with good solutions that solve problems? It's pretty difficult to find a rating of, you know, which legislature is the most corrupt or the most efficient in getting the job done. It'd be a great paper topic, especially for like a master's candidate or a doctoral candidate, to analyze the process of a bill becoming a law and where it's the smoothest and where it looks most like sausage making. So, my sense is that, you know, if you look at the map in your textbook of the governments that are the most professional, you would say, well, they're probably the best. But it depends on what you're measuring. And for example, New York State, New Jersey, and Illinois are known to be very corrupt. Lots of corruption trials, people being asked to leave office, and so forth. So, at first look, you might say, well, gee, they're professional, they probably know what they're doing and all that. Well, they may know what they're doing, but some of it's illegal. I mean, just think of Blagojevich and Mayor Daley and things like that. And, you know, it's just that Illinois seems to have an endemic political corrupt culture that runs throughout. And New Jersey and New York State also have a lot of that. Now, on the other hand, another state I think I mentioned as being in the low end of the spectrum would be Mississippi, where they are not they're part-time legislators and they don't seem to solve problems too well. Maybe one of the reasons they don't solve those problems very well is because of the environment they have to deal with. The state is poor, the per capita income is low, and so forth. So even if they're well-meaning, they may have trouble getting the job done. But Mississippi is one of the worst states in the nation, in just about whatever you want to take a look at. So I hope that gives you something to hang your hat on there. As far as on a positive basis, I think Maine does a really good job. It's a sense I have there, and Washington State do pretty well. In fact, along with Maine, the rest of New England, above Connecticut, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, seem to do a pretty good job with their legislators. Another question I had from a handful of students was how to study for the exam, which is next week. And yes, looking at the quizzes is a very definite thing. You should probably try to memorize everything you did there. I think you can. I think you have the time remaining to do that, and I think if you do, it'll be something you're glad you did, for sure. Another thing I would do is try to think about what was in each of the chapters and try to think of ways that you could relate chapters to each other. Well, in other words, what is said in this chapter that seems to follow on something said on another. And if you do that, you'll start thinking of the course as a whole rather than in little pieces, and that'll help you in a lot of ways, and not only the specific questions, but the more general short answer questions that are going to be in the midterm exam. And I'll give you some text material as far as, you know, some advice on that a little bit later as well. Another question was about the county chairperson being the most powerful building block in the political parties, and where that was in the text. And if you look on page 158 in the Diamond Manus text, it says Republicans and Democratic county chairpersons probably constitute the most important building blocks of party organization in America. City and county party officers and committees are chosen locally and cannot be removed by any higher party authority. In Bucks County, Harry Fawkes, he's in his 80s now, but you know, what he says is who he wants to be the candidate in the general election. He he seems to get the party to endorse whoever he names. I'm told that he's not as sharp as he used to be because he's in his 80s and he has some handlers that kind of tell him, what they think should be going on. But the county chair people are really very, very powerful, and lots of times they don't even have an official paying job in the party. Like Harry Fox, I don't even know as county chairman what he gets paid, if anything. It's probably almost nothing or nothing. But it's a powerful position, and he likes having that power. So, yeah, they are. The county chair people are overlooked, and lots of people never know their names. But those who are in the political party or who want to run for office, they know the names of the party committee chairs in each county in the whole country. I guess there are about 5,000 of those. So they're key political actors. They're political people. So that's question time for this week, and I hope that those questions continue to build, because I had more of them this week than I did before. And just send them off to me in the Dropbox and or by email, and I'll get to them on our next question time. So for now, good luck with the work this week. If you have any thoughts you want to share with me about your paper and what I think about the one, what you might be doing, comparing governors and presidents and state legislatures with the national government, Congress in D.C. I don't know which one you're doing, but if you wanted to share some of those ideas with me and see what I think of them, that's what I'm here for. So send them to me, and I'll be checking the VB Vista website a couple times a day throughout the week. All right, go well, and good luck with all of your studies and all your classes. I know it's kind of hectic right now, and I'll be in touch. Good night.